Welcome back to the channel. My name's Tom, and today I'm taking a look at another high-end mall that I probably can't afford to shop at. This is MarketFair Mall in Princeton, New Jersey. I don't think it's quite as high-end as the mall at Short Hills, but it's close. And if you know this area, that shouldn't be too surprising, as the median yearly income in Princeton, New Jersey is over $176,000, which is about double the median yearly income of the state of New Jersey as a whole. This mall was built in 1987 by JMB Federated Realty and was originally called Princeton MarketFair. And yes, Princeton University is right around the corner. The mall is currently managed by Centennial, and as far as I know, I haven't been to another mall owned or managed by Centennial, so I'm not really sure what kind of reputation they have. It's also currently the smallest enclosed mall in New Jersey at about 243,000 square feet, at least according to Wikipedia, which of course is never wrong. The second smallest mall in New Jersey, the Shops at Riverside, is almost 3 times larger. The mall was originally designed to be a fashion center, so the focus was on clothing and, you guessed it, fashion. I don't believe that there were ever any anchor stores here like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, Boscov's, or anything like that. But according to an early ad for the mall that I found, some of the original stores included Coho's, Super Sports USA, Brookstone, and Williams-Sonoma, as well as dozens more. From what I've read, it looks like the mall initially did fairly well, but sales started to fall off sometime in the early 90s. In 1996, Carpenter & Company took over management of the mall, and that same year they started a $12 million renovation to turn the mall into a so-called lifestyle center. As a result, the mall transitioned from one focused mainly on fashion to home furnishings, and they added even more upscale stores. They also renovated the food court, which sadly no longer exists. But the renovations seemed to work though, and by 2001 sales at the mall were up by about 50%. However, by 2012 or so, the mall was starting to show its age, and another major renovation began, which led to the mall's current look. Apparently they were going for a village-like atmosphere. I wasn't able to find any photos of the mall before this renovation, so I'm really not sure what the mall used to look like. Now I do have to say, I really like the look of the mall today. It's clean, well laid out, and has plenty of natural lighting. I also love the trees. I'm not sure if they're actually palm trees, but they look like palm trees to me. And being from the north, that gives the mall an almost tropical feel. I'm sure people from Florida would disagree with me, but again, I'm from Connecticut, and to me, this looks tropical. It's also not a very crowded mall. This was filmed in the middle of the day during the week, but according to quite a few comments on Yelp and TripAdvisor and other sites, it seems like this mall is rarely very busy, even on the weekends. While that may make for a pleasant shopping experience, it is generally an indicator of low sales, but that's just a guess on my part based on from what I've seen at the mall the one time I went. However, I wasn't able to find anything online saying that people thought of this as a dead or dying mall. But if this is your local mall or you've been here before, let me know what you think about it in the comments. Another common comment I found on Yelp and TripAdvisor was that the mall has very limited hours, it's overpriced, and people miss the food court. Most of the positive comments mention the Barnes & Noble and the movie theater, and overall I think I have to agree with those comments. Even though I like the mall's appearance and it made for a relaxing walk, I don't think I would ever shop here. Other than the Barnes & Noble and the movie theater, there's really nothing here that interests me. But that's okay because I am clearly not this mall's target demographic, and there's no shortage of other malls in this area that do interest me. But again, as always, let me know what you think about it in the comments. So can anybody out there tell me what kind of tree that is? Again, it looks like a palm tree to me, but I'm not sure if that's correct or not. And like the mall at Short Hills, they have really expensive cars on display. This one, I think, is a Maserati Levante. I'm guessing a 2024 probably. I couldn't read the price tag on it, but based on my research online, these seem to go for about 100 to 105,000 roughly. So nowhere near as expensive as that Porsche I saw at the mall at Short Hills, but that's still a pricey car. On the left is Williams Sonoma, which was one of the original stores, I believe. I don't know if that's the original location, though. And then at the end of the hallway here, we have Barnes & Noble, which is really the only store here that I could confidently say is an anchor store. If there are other anchor stores in here, I'm not sure which ones you would consider anchors. But, of course, let me know in the comments if you have any opinions on that. So again, I'm not sure if this would be considered a dead or a dying mall. I don't think so, though. I mean, I have seen a few vacant stores here, but not a lot. So I would say the occupancy rate is fairly high here. But then again, as you can see, there's barely any shoppers, so that is not a good sign. So I'm really, again, I'm really unclear on whether this would fall under possibly a dying mall. I just don't know. Here's the AMC movie theater. I think before it was AMC, it was United Artists. Before that, though, I'm not sure. I don't know if it was United Artists from opening day or not, or if there was even a theater here on opening day. This car here is an Aston Martin Stelvio, and I initially assumed it was really expensive, like $100,000 plus, but I looked it up online, and apparently it starts at $47,000, which seems very low to me for an Aston Martin, but I'm not an expert on Aston Martin, so. Now, don't go anywhere yet. Like always, I'm going to do a drive around of the mall, and we can see what it looks like from the outside. Coming up, I think this used to be a TGI Fridays, and I think it closed fairly recently. Maybe within the last year or two. It's kind of hard to read, but this says it used to be an Eastern Mountain Sports. And there you have it. That is MarketFair Mall in Princeton, New Jersey. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell. I've got a lot more mall videos coming up, as well as store walkthroughs and flea markets. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.